Throughout my teenage years, I'd always dreamed of going to Japan. While traveling the world, I wasn't quite sure if I could afford this trip, but decided that, hey, while I'm so close, I might as well do my absolute best to make this possible. So, with little planning, I decided to book my flight and head to Japan. I started off my travels in the Kansai region. This is the area where Kobe, Osaka, Kyoto, and Nara are. Since I came to Japan without much of a plan at all, after I had settled into my Airbnb and gotten a good night's rest, I woke up and headed to Nara. Nara is a place known for its historical architecture and, perhaps even more famous, the deer. They are all over. It's almost impossible to walk around without seeing them. Since I had no particular reason for coming here other than the fact it was only a 30-minute train ride away, I decided to just walk around and enjoy the sights. And I sure did so. I found myself on a hiking trail with almost nobody else on it. It was just me and the beautiful forest that my camera can barely begin to catch. I felt like I was in some kind of fantasy movie. It was almost unreal. I've never felt anything quite like it. The beautiful green, the flora, the fauna, everything around me was so vibrant. Despite having the trail all to myself, it led to one of the most popular places in Nara, or even in Japan. The red torii gate stood tall and thousands of people walked around. Though feeding the deer is a popular attraction in Nara, and there are many places you can buy these special deer cookies, I would personally advise against doing so. As friendly and comfortable as these deer are with humans, it is in their and our best interest to not disturb them too much. Taking a cute picture or so might be alright, but by interacting with them too much, it causes them to get comfortable and complacent with human interaction. Again, they are a wild animal, and feeding them disturbs their natural behaviors. Additionally, it could put humans in danger when these deer are too comfortable with people, as at any moment they could decide to bite, headbutt, kick, or charge, or accidentally become spooked by something and hurt a person in the process of running away or doing whatever they do. So, again, please don't feed the deer. Rather, admire them from a short distance away, take some cute pictures and videos, and stay aware. After walking around Nara, I decided to head on over to Osaka, the very famous street here that I walked along, and to be honest, it was quite crowded. There's lots of shopping to do around here in the famous Running Man billboard. If you come to Osaka, you absolutely have to see this. My Airbnb was situated about a half hour each way from Nara to Osaka, so it was perfect for me to be right in the middle of all of the fun action. Being in Kansai, of course, I had to go to Kyoto. It was quite a bit pricey, and I wouldn't stay there more than a day, but there's definitely lots to see and do. So, if I had a bit more money and more time, I would love to come back and visit Kyoto for a couple more days. I went to the Arashiyama bamboo forest for a nice hike. It was a bit crowded, but there were places where there was less people. I met with one of my friends who I knew while living in Taiwan who had recently gotten married, and it was so nice to see her again after so long. It was a great day, and I had a ton of fun here. Unfortunately, most of my days in the Kansai region were spent either working in my Airbnb or they were full of rain. But as I don't know when I'll get back to Japan, though I would love to come back soon, I decided now or never it's time to visit Osaka Castle. I actually quite enjoyed it. I'm not one for rain as I do have seasonal depression and normally rainy weather triggers that. However, I forced myself to head on outside and walk around. The park and garden around Osaka Castle is ginormous and absolutely beautiful. Despite all of the rain and the huge puddles on the ground, I was able to enjoy the sights and get some time outside that made me feel a bit like a kid again. I walked around, saw Osaka Castle, which is quite marvelous if I do say so myself, and helped some other tourists take pictures. By the end of all of that, despite originally intending to walk around other areas of Osaka as well, water had soaked through my shoes and into my socks, and I was feeling a bit uncomfortable. Despite my jubilant start to a day I didn't think I would enjoy, I had a great time. But after walking around Osaka Castle, I was definitely ready to head back to my Airbnb, dry off, and drink a nice warm cup of tea. I hope you enjoyed my travels around the Kansai region. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for my upcoming videos in Tokyo and Okinawa, Japan, as well as some other countries I've visited in the past few months. See you next time. Bye!